Welcome to our video reflection for today, April 16, 2023. We are in the second Sunday of Easter of Resurrection. Our prayers continue with those who are sick, especially with Amber Kerala, Teresa Gamage, and Jim Anderson, as well for those in need, people in the middle of wars and natural disasters, and for people mourning the families of shooting in cities in the United States as well in Canada. And for those who are celebrating birthday this week, James Bailey, Kingsley Ilobuachi, and Jane Budeba. Congratulations to all of you. The Gospel of today is taken from St. John chapter 20, verses 19 to 31. Please read the text as well. And this narrative is about Jesus and Thomas. And here we will work in three key words this morning. Of course, we will talk about Thomas and then sensorial levels, and we will finish with faith. Let us start with Thomas. Thomas is one of the 12 apostles, and this Aramaic name means twin, as well as doubting Thomas. The tradition says Thomas traveled and preached the gospel in South India, and the church there is called also Mar Thoma Church in honor of their patron saint. Some documents arrived to the conclusion that there was the Gospel of St. Thomas written in the later 2nd century, but it is not a canonical text. Thomas represents all of us, but all. And why? Because he was demanding of physical proof of the Jesus resurrected. He was also a person with a different kind of faith in comparison with the other apostles. And also he takes us to legitimate the right of doubt. And lately he was designated the patron saint of architects and builders because of his legacy and skill spreading the good news through the architect. Among his work was the palace of the king of south of India, who paid very good money to Thomas, but Thomas immediately gave the money to the poor and the sick, which angered the king, and he had Thomas imprisoned. The second word today is sensorial levels. Traditionally, we think that senses are only 5, and in some ways 6 for women. But there are many studies, and the result of these studies say that there are 7 or 12 or 22, even 50 senses. With Thomas, we will focus only in 2 senses, sight and touch. Through the 12 apostles, we can see that we have a little bit of one of all of them. So this is why Thomas represents all of us, because we have a strong dependency on these 2 senses, sight and touch. We are sensorial beings. God created us in this way, and everyone is different because we are different part of the body, which is the church. That means you and I. And let us talk to the last word, faith. Usually we are trapped with a convention understanding about faith as the result of the divine capacity which is don't even belong to us. Science and religion work together, and it is studied in a field currently known as neurotheology. Thomas, St. Paul, and many others up to today are examples with their conversion and convictions are part of our everyday cognitive processing. Thomas' faith was stronger after seeing and touching. Thomas' faith was not inferior than the rest of the 11 disciples. Thomas' faith was only different, but also representative. In conclusion, don't be afraid to see or discover your internal Thomas. We are like him, but also similar to the other 11 apostles. We are sensorials, and let us accept this dimension because it's God designs. We are people of faith, even little as a mustard seed, but that is enough for God's sight. Amen. See you next Sunday. Have a blessed week. Bye bye.